Yes,
And about the
yes. We
repayment,
will
yeah.
email this question.
I will.
Yeah.
It'll be possible for me to give you a better detail in email.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. And we really appreciate that you could take out time. And thank you for a great presentation as well.
Thank you very much, Ritika, for having me.
Right. We'll now move to the next session, which is on journey to predictive maintenance with IBM Maximo application suite. And we have Mr. Manoj Raj and Mr. Pankaj Jain presenting. And I'll just hand over to my colleague Nikita now to moderate the session.
Thank you, Ritika. I'm just going to introduce both the speakers and then we are going to start with the presentation. Mr. Manoj Raj is practice lead asset management, and he has over 21 years of experience in implementing various asset management solutions with special focus on Maximo in oil and gas, manufacturing and utility industries. He has worked with Asian Paints, Reliance Industries before joining Satyam, IBM and Accenture Solutions Limited as well. He leads the implementation of one of the biggest oil and gas installation of Maximo for the BP upstream. He was also leading the BP for IBM for all the Maximum and asset management projects, which included upgrade, backbone rollouts, migration at the London, UK. He also has led numerous Maximo implementations and upgrade projects for other clients, GE Wind, GE Healthcare, Water Australia, BG, BP, Bombardier, etc. Mr. Raj is a mechanical engineer from the Government Engineering College, Calicut University, and also holds a PG diploma in e-commerce. We also have with us Mr. Pankaj Jain, who is solution engineer, AI apps technical sales. He is a certified AI IT specialist responsible for technical sales of IBM Maximum Software Solutions in India, as well as in South Asia region. He has held many key roles at IBM and has been working as a trusted advisor for customers, business partners, for providing innovative industry solutions for ENU, travel and transportation, particularly rails and metro sectors. He carries his expertise in the area of enterprise assets and facilities management. Mr. Jain is an engineer from Government Engineering College, Kota, and has a master's in technology from IIT Delhi. A very warm welcome to both of you, Mr. Manoj Raj and Mr. Pankaj Jain. And we can start with the presentation.
Thank you, Nikita. Hope you can see my screen. I've shared the screen.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, so good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome all to this discussion on the predictive maintenance, right, with IBM Maximo suite. So I'll start with a discussion on the strategic maintenance problems in rail, right, with rail industry is facing. We'll start with maintenance dimensioning, right? That is basically on the how the service life of a asset has to be determined. What are the different maintenance frequency determination, how often these assets needs to go into maintenance, right? So if you see the rail industry today, we have heard from multiple speakers, right, from morning. So the rail industry maintenance is evolving. For the asset landscape is evolving, right? Earlier, if you see 5 years back, 10 years back, the rail industry was all looked at bogies, engines, tracks, signals, bridges, right? Now, a big set of assets of railway stations, the associated infrastructure has also added into that into the scheme of things, right? So because the focus on customer enlightenment, right, that is one of the key KPIs of the railways across the globe. This is not only in India, this is happening across the globe, right? So there the focus of the maintenance, right, is also broadening, right? So now the maintenance is looked upon as beyond the railway, the routine rolling stock, and again infrastructure maintenance also comes into picture, right? So today we will be talking about the maintenance in the broader sense in the railway industry, and how the solutions of Maximo can help addressing these problems, right? If you see today, the sensors is becoming a big part of maintenance, right? The reliability of sensors is increasing over a period of time. So the data coming in, which can be utilized for any maintenance decision making, right, is available. So these data comes into any decision making hub for any reliable decisions to be taken for maintenance, right? And this Maximo and this CAMS platform provides a framework for that. And again, the focus is more towards reliability, availability, maintainability, and serviceability in the rail industry. So what is CAMS, right? CAMS is a common asset management solution. It's a common asset management solution means a solution where entire assets, right, are detailed or asset details are captured, correct? And that solution will help us to identify each asset and plan maintenance for each asset, right, in the landscape. One single asset registry. So that means a system which can contain all the details and operational parameters of assets in the landscape, may it be the rolling stock, the bogie details, the tunnel details, right, the track maintenance, the bridges, correct, and the infrastructure maintenance, the railway stations, correct, the escalators, and allied assets, which can be all captured into one single platform, and maintenance can be planned and strategized, right? So this, if you see the entire railway network, right, the maintenance resource dimensioning is a big factor. Correct? That means the maintenance is executed in pockets in most of the railways. It's all driven by the contractors, right? So the platform of Maximo, which is the CAMS, will help us to address the contract-driven maintenance operations. Correct. So that means each area, how you maintain the contractors, what are the rates that give to the contractors, how the maintenance is executed by these contractors, and what are the safety, health, and safety parameters these contractors are following during their day-to-day execution of work. All these details can be controlled and captured in the single framework. Again, enhanced technology utilization. We spoke about sensors, right? The data which is coming seamlessly from multiple systems, maybe a SCADA system, a PLC system, and individual sensors can be brought into the platform and convert those data and include those data in our decision making processes. Right? As we go today in the presentation, we will be discussing about how this data can be utilized effectively for arriving at a predictive maintenance schedule, right? Because if you see, the maintenance is moving from a reactive maintenance towards a predictive maintenance, right, over a period of time. We have data, utilize those data in effectively planning the maintenance, right? And the systems which we'll be discussing today and how these systems will be coming together to help you to arrive at a decision is what our focus will be and what we expect the takeaway will be, right, from the session. I'll hand it over to Pankaj so that he can talk about the nitty-gritties of the component. Before then at the later stage of the presentation, we will put all these components together and discuss how a solution will come into picture, right? The solution landscape we'll discuss after individual components are taken. Okay, Pankaj, you can take over from.
Thank you, Manoj. So in continuation of what we hear from Manoj, IBM brings a technology platform. It's a specialized asset management solution, specifically for rail and metro assets. Some of the reasons the asset classes that metros and rails are having, they are quite different than the other industries. So IBM brings this solution, which is named at IBM Maximo for transportation. As well as the Maximo Asset Configuration Manager, the first two components. The Asset Configuration Manager is a unique differentiator in IBM Maximo to manage the rolling stock. As we understand, rolling stock is one of the most complex asset assembly, which encompasses several subsystems underneath it, right? And defining them in the right way becomes one of the most important parameter, because if we don't define the hierarchies right, if we are not able to go to all the way to the axle, wheel, and damper level and the very finer parts level, it becomes too difficult to track the failure history of these assets over the period of time. And when the question around the reliability comes, it becomes very important then that organization is tracking those asset life cycle up to the parts level, up to the component level, as well as these components keeps moving back and forth with the stores room with other assets. The managing the maintenance cycles around these assets becomes complex over the period. So IBM brings this capability to manage these rolling stock, signal, telecommunication, E&M assets, civil infra, In fact, IBM also focuses very heavy around the health safety aspects around these assets, which typically requires the capabilities around incident management, around the risk and compliance, management of change, permit processes. All these capabilities are covered as part of the Maximo HSE Manager. Considering the rail and metro having the linear assets which are geographically spread over several 100 kilometers to 1,000 kilometers, right? So these geographically spread assets, which can be the marsh to poles to other signals and other assets, Maximo brings capability to manage linear assets and support the dynamic segmentation in a very uniquely differentiated way. Of course, the Maximo Mobile helps a technician to carry the handheld device and fill in the data. It could be their day-to-day logs. It could be the filling out the failure history or filling out the actuals in terms of what they performed. It could be an inspection report, which they can use that handheld device while they are on move and fill out the inputs in the system. Maximo Scheduler helps to do the short-term and long-term planning. It could be a mega block kind of scenario, or it can be an outage, or it can be the series of activities which needs to be performed in the depot when the rolling stock, when the train comes for the entire maintenance. This entire offering reaching to a new paradigm around the predictive maintenance, and IBM Maximo brings the full-fledged Maximo APM framework to support the advanced predictive capabilities as part of the single solution offering. We will detail it out in a subsequent slide. Manoj, can you move to next slide, please? Just before that, I just want to bring it the asset management landscape. If you see on the right side, the things is starting more from a reactive way, more when you kind of displace the workforce when there is a problem. It's more of a firefighting scenario. Then moving to the more of the preventive maintenance scenarios of it could be time-based, calendar-based, that every 3 months someone going and checking it. Every 3 days someone is making a periodic inspection, right? It could be usage based, say for example, after say 100 hours of usage, let's go and do these inspections, right? It could be usage based, time based. But as we move along this maturity curve, goes to the condition based, not just you are going with time based or meter based, you are actually observing the physical condition, you are observing the operating parameters of those assets and taking them into a decision consideration. If they crosses the threshold, yes, now it's a time to really go and dispatch your workforce to do the repair. If we go beyond this, continue this journey to the predictive, it is quite possible that the condition which are developing have not crossed the alarming stage, but the way the trends are developing, it potentially giving you an indication that down the line in a 2 months, in the 4 months, in a 6 month, or in what X amount of time, it's going to hit the roof. What it means is that the prediction capabilities with making use of the advanced statistical algorithms coming in consideration for decision making. Now, if we see this going to this journey of the asset maturity on the scale of degree of complexity and competitive advantage, one is more of like the reporting, where we are looking backward to our data, what happened, why happened, how many times it happened. If I simply give an example of FRECAS report, right, which is more of the causal analysis being done, failure causal analysis, and trying to learn from the past data. Okay, is that action needed? Versus the analytics based, the forward looking, that where what will happen if this thing continues to occur, or if it doing some kind of a scenario modeling and simulations that if the corrosion level possibly say most of the assets in railway sector, they are out lying in the field, right? It could be corrosion happening, deformation happening, many things happening to those assets, even either due to the continuous uses, the asset degradation, the health degradation happening, right? So this moving to the paradigm of the analytics forward looking is what IBM Maximo we are helping our customer to move from this corrective and reactive based maintenance to the predictive and the cognitive based prescriptive maintenance. Can we move to next slide, please? So in this journey, IBM calls it a journey managed to predict. The first and foremost, it starts with the managing the basic processes, the all kind of the assets, asset hierarchies, their custodians, the job plan, the standard operating procedure, the safety plan, every spare level details. If there's a problem, who should go and fix the problem? All these basic things that we manage, and as part of the asset management managed capabilities. This is primarily brings the visibility of the business, how what you have across the enterprise, across the asset classes, across the organization. Then moving these to the next stage of the monitor. Now, what it means is this capability enables the IT and OT integration, because as we talk about the railway and metro subsystems, be it the automatic fare collection to S&T assets to rolling stock, the TCMS, AFC, or E&M assets, they are generating huge amount of data, operational data, which typically resides within their four walls of SCADA systems, BMS systems. With this offering, what we are doing is we are enabling those alerts to come into Maximo in real time or in near real time, so that the actions can be taken, appropriate actions can be taken. Next offering, which is around the visual inspection, we are making use of the AI-enabled things, so that it could be a drone-based inspection of the track, or it could be the visuals which are coming from the video feed or the pictures coming into the consideration, and doing the anomaly detections. What has changed programmatically and bringing into the consideration of decision making. Moving to the next is the health part. This is now the reliability engineering. We are enabling for business to take a decision, should they continue repair it, or is it time for replacement, right? How do they say what's the health of this asset? Is it 80%? Is it 90%? Is it 95%? What contributes to that 80% or 90%, right? Is it 80 good or 90 bad, or is the other way, right? So we bring the tools and capability to enable the health engineering, the reliability part, as part of this single technology suite. Going all the way to the predictive maintenance, what it means is making use of the advanced statistical algorithms. We ship 5+ models out of the box, and then we also give the tools, the Watson ML, Watson machine learning, and the studio, so that customer can enhance these capabilities as they learn better about the assets. The offering is also enabled through the mobile. Just the previous slide, one second. Yeah, it is also enabled on the mobile and to support the inspection process as well as the field workforce management. This entire offering is packaged as a Maximo application suite. Can you move to next slide, please, now? On a single technology platform, which can be deployed within the four walls of the organization, within the customer data center, or it can be deployed on any of the cloud service provider, including AWS, IBM, Azure, Google, and others. This technology platform includes the manage, monitor, health, predict, all these solutions in a modular way. Customer gets the choice to pick and choose the right one, which fits to their immediate need or long-term need. As I mentioned, the Maximo is specific for transportation, Maximo scheduler, calibration, asset, they are all comes as part of the first component. So in summary, this entire application offering is being in use at many of the metros organization, rail organization across the globe. Can you just move to the next slide? If you see IBM customers in broader transportation sector, as well as within the rail and metro sector, 200+ rails and metro organizations across the globe using IBM Maximo. Within India, most of the metro organizations are relying on Maximo to support their rolling assets primarily, and some of the metros are using Maximo for all asset classes, as we see some of the logos and the names over here. So I'll hand it over back to Manoj for us to take it forward from here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so see, I'll start with a use case on Bombardier Transportation, right, which we have implemented for their rail maintenance. So in Bombardier, what they use Maximo for managing their entire rolling stock activities, right? So as Pankaj has mentioned, the power of ACM, right? How the asset configuration can be standardized and the assembly structure can be created and in Maximo is extensively used by Bombardier. So what they do is after every maintenance activity, before the train has to be released to operations, they run the ACM and see that all the components which they have changed as a part of the maintenance are consistent, right, with the asset configuration already created in the system. So any changes to any of the component configurations will be created as a warning or as an alert, right, which the maintenance technician can do. See, this happens because of the maintenance practices in the rail industry, right? If you see bogies, we have heard that there are around 40,000 bogies in operation in Indian Railways, right? So there, when a bogie goes into maintenance, there are chances that any asset as a part of the bogie will be replaced, right, from another bogie in place. So how do you ensure that the asset which is coming into this bogie is accurately and it's of the same configuration as the outgoing asset, right? So the asset configuration manager helps us to do that. After the maintenance is executed, when all the assets or spare parts are entered, which you have consumed as a part of this maintenance activity, you enter those everything into the work order, right? And whatever you have issued from the warehouses, everything will be covered under the work order management. So when you complete the work order, ACM will kick in and it will run this consistency check, right? It checks each and every component which you have replaced as a part of the maintenance activity and see whether it falls right in one place on the tree structure which is created for the assembly structure for that asset. For any variation, another sub work order will be created, right? And this is extensively used in the Bombardier Transportation and for their safe operations, right? And again, in Donner Rail, they use drone-based inspection for rail track identification, right? So these are some of the specific use cases. And again, both cases uses Maximo as their base technology, right? So gone is the era where one solution you create and customize that solution extensively, right, to get or to create functionalities. Now it's more about coming up with specialized solutions and integrate the specialized solutions as a part of your system integration within the landscape, collect the data flow and seamlessly see that this system talks to all the other systems in the landscape and effectively runs the maintenance practices. And that is where Maximo scores. So I'll take you to the solution landscape. Right? We spoke about different components, right? Pankaj spoke about different components of Maximo. How all these components come together, correct, as a part of the solution offered for asset management as a part of CAMS we discussed, right? So see, as an ACM, the center of the scheme will be the Maximo monitor, which Pankaj has mentioned, and Maximo ACM will be a component to that. It will integrate with the managed solution scheduler. This is for the work scheduling. Work scheduling means all the maintenance technicians, right? Their time will be scheduled in the scheduler so that you can optimize the work timing of this technician and again ensure maximum availability and utilization from the users, right? PM forecasting. Each preventive maintenance plan can be forecasted and predicted of, okay, this PM is due on this date and these many resources are required to conduct the PM, right? So by which all the bogie maintenance, preventive maintenance of the bogies, all this can be scheduled and ensure that the resources are available to execute those jobs. Maximo for BIM, Building Information Management, right? We spoke about this, that the maintenance is changing from also getting inclusive of infrastructure maintenance, right? The bridges maintenance also comes into picture. The entire infrastructure of railway stations comes into picture. So as the construction progresses, the BIM drawings are created and Maximo integrates with the BIM so that the system collects the data as the construction is progressing, right? So and every data is available, collected in the BIM and seamlessly moves into the system for creating the right assembly structure. As we speak, right, we are implementing the same Maximo solution for Mumbai Metro, where the BIM functionalities are extensively used, right? So all the asset structures which are calculated, which are consumed in the BIM drawings are collected and created as a copy file and integrated into Maximo. Even the cost of the asset, the previous purchase orders, all these details come from the BIM drawings to the system. Again, Maximo linear asset management. This is for solution for rails, train, right, management of tunnel, etc., so that we can pinpoint where exactly the failure is reported. So by which we can track the maintenance and again ensure that it is not repeated in the next future. Right? So each part of the rail can be mapped as per their lat long details into the system, so that each part can be created as an asset. Maximo health and safety. Right? This is about the permit management, the lockout, tagout systems, extended ACM for safety, integration with environment control systems. Right. So the Maximo health and safety module again gets integrated with the Maximo solution and provides a framework to execute the work safely. The APM framework. Right. We spoke about how each critical assets can be managed through the Maximo. Again, the real-time monitoring. You can identify the critical assets, right, or which in your landscape, and monitor it based on the data coming from different systems. You think about a scenario where you have a dashboard where real-time health of each critical equipment is visualized. Right? So you can say that, okay, this part of my escalator, for example, in your infrastructure maintenance part, this part of your escalator is having a problem. It can fail in the next 6 days, right? Again, any bridge, there are extensive vibration I'm facing in the bridge. It is due for some preventive maintenance. So the asset.
Sir, would request you to wrap up in 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, sure. So the asset across the landscape, the data can be collected for the maintenance activity, right? So see, I'll conclude with the integration decision hub, right? How the integrated decision hub will work. We spoke about rolling stock, SCADA, faulty system. All these data will flow seamlessly into the asset management solution and will help us to create the work orders, work requests, right, for your work management. It will again get integrated to your contracts, procurements, material management, so that the end-to-end process is seamless, and all the decisions can be based on the data, right, which we are collecting. So what are the takeaways, right, from the past 30 minutes that we spoke about? It is estimated that 30% of the time, right, the time the trains are spending in the workshops are taken up for manual failure diagnosis, right? Condition-based maintenance can help us to avoid that to an extent of 10 to 15% saving in the maintenance cost. Again, increased focus in the inspection-based maintenance. We spoke about visual maintenance, visual inspections and all, which can help us in focusing maintenance towards the inspection-based maintenance, right? Again, failure analysis, we spoke about FEMA, 5i, fishbone root cause analysis. We have a framework which can address all these root cause analysis in one go. The reduction in operational cost, energy efficiency, and ensure that the maintenance is reliable, right? This is what the solution is will provide to the end users. So any questions? So the point is that, see, the CAMS is an integrated asset management solution which help us to articulate or take effective decisions for the end users.
Thank you, Mr. Rajan. Thank you, Mr. Jain, for a very nice presentation on the various offerings and what are the benefits for the Maximo asset management CAM system for the railways as well as for metro. Before I close, I just have one question for you. Sir, there are a lot of new systems that are coming up. We have the DFC corridor, the high-speed corridor, and I think these systems are going to be very relevant for such rail systems, as they'll have new rolling stock and new systems, signaling systems. So, sir, are you in talks with any of the subsidiaries or any of the rail organizations for setting up these systems in DFC or high-speed rail or RRTS?
Manoj, can I take this?
Why Metro is using Maximo. So I'll leave it to Pankaj to discuss more about the different options.
Sure. So, Nikita, exactly, we are doing that in very close collaboration with all these organizations who are coming up with these systems, all metro subsystems or rail subsystems, right? It be it the rolling stock, or what is happening is this: as the OT is coming closer to IT, both sides of the world are following the very standard industry protocols for data transfer, OT technology suppliers, they are opening up their ports and making the information available so that it can be consumed by system like of Maximo for decision making.